say mine, bro. We got motherfucking Wack100 on Aaron the Plumber getting flown out for a VladTV interview and him not showing up, bro. Him just basically running off with the flight. Hey, bye. Everything in the videos for educational purposes. Only like, comment, subscribe, and we finna watch shit together. Come on.
All right, here we go. Wack100. Welcome back to VladTV.
What's up, Vlad?
Well, you were just here, but we have a little situation that I want to discuss, and I could think of no better person than you to discuss it today. Now, as some of you may know, we booked Aaron the Plumber for an interview recently.
Yeah,
and for the first time, in 17 years of business, now we've had people not show up to interviews, but for the first time ever, we flew someone out, got him a hotel, got him transportation and so forth, and they decided not to do the interview.
Yeah, but you lost his luggage.
It's my fault.
You lost his luggage, and, he was hungry. and, I think it was something about the car, the delay of the car. Like, the car had to move. It had to move, so.
All right, I'm going to break down the whole story, okay? So we saw Aaron the Plumber make his rounds on social media and so forth. So we're like, okay. One of our booking guys, Mafi, said, hey, do you guys want to bring him on the show? We said, okay, this looks interesting. So Mafi started going back and forth with his manager. His manager wanted a certain amount of money. Mafi explained to him that we can't offer him any money at this point. If he does well and he becomes a repeat guest, then possibly at that point, just like yourself, your first interview,
yeah, same way.
How much you get paid? Nothing. Now you get paid every time, right? And that's how it works sometimes with certain people. So we went back and forth, and they ultimately said, well, we're not going to do it for free. And we said, that's not a problem at all. Thank you for your time. And then we get an email from him directly.
I seen the email.
Pull up the email and read it. We'll show it on the screen as well.
I seen this email.
Okay. Read it for me, please.
This is crazy. This email says, this is from Aaron Sloan Booking, April 14th. I am livid after reading this email, and I have fired my manager currently, seeking a new one. If you have any recommendations, I want to do the interview. Even if it's for free. It will be greater later. Contact my cell phone directly if you're still interested.
Oh. So he said he would do it for free. So it wasn't about the money. So what's it? It's about the luggage. So he said something about the luggage. Hold on.
Please. And we're not going to dox his number.
Right.
But what I am going to do, I want to call the number and see who answers. Let's see.
You're going to call it right now.
Let's see who answers.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to...
Going straight to voicemail. So
we were calling that number, and he responded. We got him a plane ticket.
Yeah, I see everything, bro.
We got him the plane ticket. He arrived in New York on that night. It was a good airline. I believe it was JetBlue. And everything seemed like it was going great. Now.
Wait. Hold on. Let's complete this.
Okay.
So April 8th, he says, this is, I guess, management. No worries. I have to do what's best for my client. Best luck. Tune into the fight in July. It's going to be epic, right?
Right. That's when you go back a little bit. That's basically
April 8th,
us.
But April 14th.
He followed up.
Right.
So April 8th was when when my people and his management agreed that the interview's not going to happen because there's no agreement on the fee.
Your people said, unfortunately, every guest doesn't receive an appearance fee, and he wouldn't be open to revenue sharing. I could have brought him back as a regular guest to discuss current events, and we could have negotiated a fee at that time. Right. We appreciate your consideration, but we pass it this time. This is Mafi, right?
This is his manager saying that we're going to pass it this time. Well, yeah, that's Mafi. Okay, I'm not sure what you're reading from.
Mafi says it's going to pass.
Exactly.
His manager says no worries.
No worries, exactly.
I have to do what's best for my client.
There you go.
Best of luck.
Exactly.
Tune into our fight in July. It's going to be epic.
There you go. So at that point, the deal was...
This is April 8th. It's over
April 8th, it's over with. We're not doing the interview. Everyone's cool.
6 days later.
6 days later.
This is Aaron Sloan Booking. I'm livid after reading this email, and I have fired my manager currently. I'm currently seeking a new one. If you have any recommendations, I want to do the interview, even if it's for free. It will get greater later. Right. Again, he says, I am livid after reading these emails. So he sees that Vlad has said, we're not paying you.
Right.
And his manager says, well, he's not coming.
And that's fine.
And now Aaron himself says, I fired him and I want to come for free.
Right, exactly.
Here it is.
That's the premise that all this was built off of. So he got flown in on a nice airline. He arrived, and apparently his luggage got put on a different plane. It wasn't stolen. It was put on a different plane. But here's the thing. Who in the hell checks in luggage for a one-day trip?
Nobody. It's a carry-on.
Right. It's a carry-on. He's like, oh, I didn't pay for my own luggage. It's a one-day trip.
Well, here's the thing, right? I think all that was cap. Because even if your luggage is on another airline, right, and is on its way in, they're going to tell you when it gets in, they will bring you your luggage.
Exactly. You don't have to wait at the airport.
You don't have to wait at the airport.
Nobody does this. Nobody waits at the airport.
You don't have to wait at the airport.
Right.
And what flight? See, they don't know. Like, we could really go check if you want.
Right.
We could go check what flight left. Because I fly JetBlue going from LA to New York. JetBlue Mint, they got the best first class ever.
Yeah,
Them in America, because the seats lay all the way flat.
Yep, that's how I fly.
So, bro, if I could, those flights ain't back to back. Did he leave LA? Or he left?
I'm not sure where he left from.
Yeah, either LA, he's usually between here and Atlanta somewhere. But I saw him make his rounds around New York.
Right. So here's what happens next, right? So at some point he gets to his hotel, right? So the next day we're preparing to do the interview.
So the interview's not the day he came in.
It's the next day. So we padded it just in case something happens, right?
Yeah, okay.
So
what is he mad about?
Okay, so basically at that point, he gets to New York, right? And he's not answering anybody's phone calls. And then he does a post on Instagram saying, yo, Vlad got me livid. I'm about to go write some lyrics. And I'm like, huh? What? We're calling him from different numbers. We're texting him. He's not answering the phone at all. And then we see him start posting videos of him hanging out in New York.
Well, did you catch the other lie? Reason why I asked you that, because he said, what do you mean am I on my way over there to the interview? I just got off the plane. I've been walking through airports all day. I need to go shower and freshen up. But if the interview's not till the next day,
right,
there's no need for you to say anything.
It's 1 o'clock the next day. You could have gotten your luggage delivered to your hotel room and so forth. Again, no idea why you got carry-on. I mean, how many tank tops do you need? 100? Right? How many underwear do you need? 14?
Yeah, that's real.
Right. So he just stops answering his phone. We have security. We have, my staff ready to film. Like, I'm prepared to go into the city to actually do it. And he's not answering his phone at all, but he's posting videos of him hanging out in New York. And I'm like, whoa, this dude really feels like he's getting over on me right now. Then, out of nowhere, he posts this other Instagram that says, I'm in New York and I'm in trouble. I need help.
Yeah.
Need help or what, nigga?
He was trying to get some money.
Trying to get some money. And
he
then
had a round trip ticket, I'm sure.
And then he posted, yo, I'm in New York right now. If you try to shoot some content, have your money ready.
The fuck?
I'm like, this motherfucker had me fly him out to New York for him to try to get content from other people.
Why he ain't even do his own shit
and not show up to my interview.
Yeah, but it didn't make sense because that trip to New York should have been an investment in itself.
Right.
By doing the interview and seeing what type of reaction they got. I'm going to be real. I'm going to tell you straight up. I don't know who told you to book dude, but it's usually a storyline that has to be there. Now, I don't know too much about him, so this could be my fault. Because I met him by my phone ringing and text messaging.
We'll get to that part of the story.
Yeah.
We'll get to that part of the story. I just want to go through where we're going here, and we'll talk about what happened with the whole Ray J situation and so forth. Okay, so by the next day after that, we're out a couple $1,000 between the flights, the hotel, the security, everything else like that. Then this dude posts a video saying that he's not going to be a slave by showing up. And, all the complaints about what we didn't do and how he had to pay for his own meal and everything else like that, and how he had sweaty balls because of us and whatever else. Now, the whole time, keep in mind, he didn't answer his phone. He could have been like, hey, listen, I'm having an issue. We would have just taken care of it. It's not a big deal. But he purposely didn't answer his phone the whole time. And at the end, he was like, yeah, even though I got the money, Vlad, you have to charge that to the game. You're going to have to take that loss. Well, I don't think Aaron really knows me, but I don't.
What money?
Well, the money I
don't know, bro. This shit really. I can't take up for Aaron on that shit. That ain't good business.
lost on flying him out for his own free trip. He said, I got to charge that to the game.
So you telling me, let me get this right.
Yeah.
Because the people need to know this. Mm-hmm. I come from this industry. Although he didn't show up.
Yeah.
And he went dark on you.
Yes.
You kept his room booked.
Yeah.
And you kept his return flight booked.
That is correct. He got back on the same flight.
You're a
we
good
had booked.
Because most people would have put a monkey wrench somewhere in there to force him to communicate.
Right. Well, we didn't do any of that.
You did. You're a good guy.
It's not our style.
That's good business.
It's not our style. Only to have him turn around and make a video basically saying, yeah, he ripped us off for the money, and that's going to be our loss, and I could run the fade if I got a problem with that. I'm 51 years old. I'm not running any fades.
Shit crazy. 51 years old, nigga. He not running no fade with you, gang. What the fuck?